Chatham Historic Dockyard has for the past few years played host to the Rapture Gaming Festival, and as part of it, the metal machinations of Beetleweight robot combat. Last year, Stratus, the big-wheeled vertical spinner, took home the Beetle belt, but can anyone take it off of them? This is the Robot Rebellion. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Robot Rebellion 2023! Woo! You are here to see Beetleweight robot combat. 1.5 kilogram robots going to be battling it out over the course of today. I will be one of your hosts, Jevon Woodrow, and next to me is Anderson Hill.
Hi.
Our robots come from around the world today. We have competitors from France, Belgium, the Netherlands, there they are, as well as many competitors from the United Kingdom. Here's how the competition will work. 4 robots enter into each heat, a mini-league of one-on-one battles where every robot will fight each other once. Winning your fight will earn you a point on the leaderboard, and the robot with the most points at the end of the episode will progress to the round of 16, with second place in the heat entering into the play-in rumbles for a wildcard spot. In the event of a tied heat, a rumble will decide the results of these positions. The competitors for today's episode are Goldust, the number 10 seed, New York Slice, Ultraviolence, and Brug Deluxe. We will get to know these robots as the heat progresses, but for now let's take a look at how they stand on the table. All 0 points across the board because the fighting is about to begin. So without further ado, let's introduce the first robots competing in today's heat. First up, we have Ultraviolence. This nasty-looking egg beater weapon packs a powerful punch, but beware, smoking does indeed kill, especially this robot. Ari Callister of Team Rapture is the team captain here. Their opponent for this first battle is Brug Deluxe, the overhead saw robot, brought to us from Dominic Johnston of Team Debit Card. The reliability may leave a little bit to be desired, but the unconventional design could see them far. Okay, we have our first battle here between Ultraviolence and Brug Deluxe.
3, 2, 1, begin.
Ultraviolence, the egg beater weapon you can hear getting up to speed. Brug Deluxe, the saw blade, has lost a wheel already.
Wheel already gone there from... Can they come in? Ultraviolence come around the side now, trying to take off the other wheel. And I think, oh no, can they get that spinner into play? I don't think they can. Countdown's already started, and that was very, very quick for our first fight here.
He's wiggling, he's trying his best. But no life in Brug Deluxe. The winner is Ultraviolence.
That was very, very impressive, very early on.
Ari with Ultraviolence had a game plan there, I think. He saw those wheels very exposed, went straight in for the hit, got it done, and a win there for Ultraviolence.
Just shows that it's all about, it's not just so much about the damaging weapon, but also the tactics going into battle as well. You really do need to make sure that you are prepared against your opponent. You need to know what they're going to do, as well as what you're going to do to combat it.
Our second fight tonight sees the number 10 seed Goldust, brought to us by Sam Elliott of Team 64. It's a drum spinner with awesome power and pedigree, last competed with Corrosive last year. Now Goldust. It is a Norbort competitor, in fact, had just competed alongside this robot, New York Slice. Their opponent in this battle, Rob Webb of Team Botchef, brings the undercutter that is absolutely delicious, but can be mistaken for a Chicago deep dish. Watch out for that in the battles. Okay, being loaded into the box as it's being shut are Sam Elliott 64's drum spinner in the red square, Goldust. And in the blue square is the undercutter, New York Slice. These two robots competed at Norwalk Havoc very recently. Let's see how well they run now over here in the UK.
Robot ears, stand by. 3, 2, 1, begin.
Here we go then, up to speed, both of these robots. Firm friends outside of the arena, inside of the arena, bitter rivals.
Yes, definitely so. Goldust already causing some damage there to New York Slice. I think the weapon's gone down, or has it? I did see a little bit of life in it, but it doesn't seem
It's
to
struggling
as
for
much.
sure.
Definitely struggling here. I think the Norwalk effects are definitely hindering it here in this battle.
No such struggles for Goldust, however, who's up to full spinning speed, but can't really find a good bite point yet.
Yes, now Goldust would be a favourite to do well here. It did come third in the very first Rebellion event back in 2021 under a different guise, but this is a completely new build here. Sam Elliott 64 doesn't know what he's doing though. He's a very good driver. He knows how to power his machine. As you can see, he's completely ruined New York Slice's chances here.
The forks have been propped upwards. Will he free him or will he take the win here? I think he's probably going to take the win. Yes, Goldust with the first win on the board. Shredded parts all over the arena. Even the pizza top came off. I think that was where the source of the power was, actually. The pizza top is where all the power is stored.
Exactly. Well, yeah, pepperoni is the source of all life. We know this. My waistline certainly says that anyway. So I was actually talking to these guys earlier on, and I asked Sam, what did he think about fighting New York Slice? He says, I want a pizza that.
Atrocious. Actually atrocious.
What happened there, guys? That was very interesting.
I have to say, I want to give a lot of credit to Rob. He has had to spend an entire morning trying to rebuild New York Slice. There was an issue with his robot spinning up at the start of the day, and I wanted to make sure I actually got to fight him at full fitness. The fact that I got to, after spending a nice week with him in New York, was very nice. But yeah, I don't know. What do you reckon happened, Rob?
I'm not really sure, we spun up, we had an impact, and after the first impact it just kind of wasn't really the same. It didn't really want to spin, to be honest. It's definitely cocky. So something might have dislodged, or we can have a little look afterwards. But then, Goldust hits hard, and we know it hits hard. After NHRL, and all of Sam's experience with his previous drum bots, it's not a joke. It works really nicely.
Well, Sam's had pretty good success. Rapture 21 with Slavkin, you came third, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
And last year you had Corrosive, which me and you fought.
We did.
One of your favourite fights, if I remember.
One of them, yeah, absolutely. It's right up there for me.
With Henry, that was.
Yep.
Two of the nicest guys in the community right here on this table.
Thank you very much.
To be honest, either one of you winning has been a winner anyway, so hard luck, Rob.
No problems.
It's only...
We'll get him back in the arena. We'll get him sorted as quick as we can do, and then...
There's slices of this pizza left, so we'll get there.
We'll reheat it and stick it in the microwave, in the air fryer.
How dare you?
Air fried pizza's not too bad. Although I'm with you, cold pizza's better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I hope you've still got some life left in your Rob, and Sam, keep on, I suppose.
Cheers, Jimmy. Thanks.
Time to check in on the leaderboard after our first round of battles, and as you can see, Goldust and Ultraviolence sit at the top of the table, each on 1 point apiece. New York Slice and Brug Deluxe yet to score, but that could all change as our second round of fighting is about to begin. Remember, the robots with the most points at the end of the evening will move on to the round of 16, second place going into the play-in rumbles. Our next competitors are Goldust, the number 10 seed. We've just seen them win against New York Slice. They won reasonably convincingly, but their next opponent won't go down without a decent fight. It is the other 1 point scorer, Ultraviolence, won against Brug Deluxe earlier, barely broke a sweat there, but the fight against the number 10 seed is no mean feat. The winner here goes top of the table. Ultraviolence in the red square, Goldust in the blue.
Stand by.
This should be a solid banger.
3, 2, 1, begin.
Both are up to speed quickly. Some nifty driving from both. Huge hit there from Ari.
Ari's but deadly, very scary spinner. Ultraviolence definitely starting things off the stronger here. And
Goldust, don't count them out yet though.
Sam Elliott is a very good driver. He knows how to combat this kind of aggressive driving style.
Oh! Huge hit. The weapon belt is gone from Ultraviolence. Oh, but it's all over! Gold Dust out of the arena. What an electric first battle.
They were just about to steal it back, and they ended it all by throwing themselves into the Uta zone.
We forgot the golden rule. It ain't over till it's over. After that thrilling fight, we've got another New York slice. Rob Webb is back in the box, yet to score on the table, but hoping to change that as they go in against Brug Deluxe. The undercutter here, hoping to chop up the wheels. We saw them removed earlier on. Brug Deluxe hoping to keep those wheels on this time. Will they manage it? We are about to find out as these two robots go down to the box. One of these robots, has got to go. One of these robots is going to go 1-1. Loaded into the box next, we have the yellow robot New York Slice. It's a pizza. It's going to be going up against Brug Deluxe, the big saw blade robot with the 4 wheels. Hopefully they will keep their wheels firmly attached this time, but I think it may well be New York Slice's game plan to try and take them off again.
Yes, problem, of course, New York Slice did struggle in the last round against Gold Dust, so we're hoping that Robert's managed to fix those problems here, and we might get a better fight out of it. But time will indeed tell. I like the pepperoni.
Robot is stand by. 3, 2, 1, begin.
Hey, the pizza spin up.
The pepperoni, I love it.
Going in for those wheels once again. Brug Deluxe having some real drive issues here. Can barely get out of their starting square, but turning now to face up. Oh, and one of the wheels has just popped itself off.
New York Slice certainly performing better now in this fight than it did earlier on in the competition. This is the kind of things we expect to see from them. Though being honest, they didn't really have to do much in that fight to win it. Brug Deluxe out, New York Slice get the win.
Back again, Rob.
Yeah.
How well do you think that went?
Better than last time, for certain. Yeah, so I swapped over to the old chassis. This one was the one that fought at NHRL rather than the other one, which was my spare. But overall, it's been a lot more reliable in general. And in keeping with the heavy disc, it means that I'm not going to attack my own pulley, which was happening with the bar, which was what was happening previously. But yeah, no, I'm happy with how it's performed in this fight anyway.
Good. Who are you fighting next?
Ultra Violence next, so it could just go completely the other way.
To be honest, I've just spoken to both Ari and Sam. That was an unpredictable fight anyway.
Yeah.
Is it going to be the same sort of thing going into your fight?
Honestly, it'll have to be a wait and see.
A wait and see.
Yeah, you can't predict the unpredictable.
Will it be entertaining?
I hope so.
Your robots are always entertaining. Like, I've seen you kind of, I've said this to a number of roboteers, but I've seen you grow from like humble beginnings to now going over to America and fighting, big league robots. And
yeah.
I think this is the first robot I've seen that isn't a skybox.
Yeah, it's all custom, this one. Instead of using something household, which is usually my style, it's a fully machined plastic. I bought a small CNC to do that with, 3D printed rear guard. And yeah, it was a real interesting build.
Do you want to add anything else?
Not really, no.
No, not really.
Like I say, just, anyone got any orders for pizza, I'll try and fulfill as best as I can.
Order up.
Mine's the pineapple pizza, Jimmy. The table, after round 2 of battles, looks like this. Ultra Violence at the top there on 2 points, very lucky to do so, managing to get Gold Dust out of the arena. Gold Dust remains at 1 point, but New York Slice now joins it on another 1 point. Brug Deluxe still yet to score. And as we enter our 3rd round of fighting here, it is going to be the number 10 seed Gold Dust taking on Brug Deluxe, so perhaps we will see that no point scored change to a single point here. Fingers crossed for Brug Deluxe, but Gold Dust are looking to improve their score to 2-1. That would see them potentially top of the table after this battle with a game in hand for the other teams. We will see what happens as we join these two robots down in the arena for their 3rd and final fight. Okay, loaded into the box next we have Gold Dust in the blue square, the drum spinner. Doing well so far, 1-1 on the competition. is up against Brug Deluxe, struggling to get that first win. Perhaps they will get it here. That big saw looks
Robot
deadly.
is.
Yeah, Gold Dust will definitely be desperate to win this one. They want that extra win so
3,
they can get into the tournament.
2, 1. Begin.
Up to speed is Gold Dust. Managing to move around better in this fight as well. Brug Deluxe, that is not going unnoticed. They've had some real issues with their drive, but now they are able to move around. But Gold Dust is doing some nasty damage to them, getting him upside down.
Yeah, Gold Dust doing what it does best there, just not giving them room to breathe, coming in, giving them a bit of a cheeky chew with the drum, flicking them over.
And helping to right them as well there. Really good sportsmanship from Gold Dust. Big hit.
Well, good sportsmanship, and then he just absolutely, what is it again? A link has come out and a wheel has gone as well.
Seize.
That's going to be the match. Gold Dust goes 2-1 on the competition. A decent run there from them.
Hello again, Sam.
Jimmy,
How are we doing?
happy? Yeah, it worked. Got the win. Took his link out, didn't need to do any more. I turned him over, he was being counted out. I said, do you want me to hit you again? Turned him back over again so he could drive a bit more, and then the next time I hit him, the link fell out.
Bit of sportsmanship, but it kind
Of course. He's had a tough day in a hard heat, so I wanted to give him a little bit of a chance to drive around and have a fight, but thankfully he got a win. 2 wins and 1 loss. I'm happy with that.
very good. Where do you go from here then? Because you've had one loss.
Depends on the fight that's happening now, really. But we'll see.
We'll see.
Hopefully in the Rumbles.
Hopefully in the Rumbles.
Yeah.
Can you do it? Can you go match your third position?
I don't know about that. That's going to be tough. We'll see. I'll do my best.
Our final fight tonight sees Rob Webb's New York Slice coming in from Team Bot Chef. It is hoping to go 2-1, which will see it level with Gold Dust. However, their opponent is hoping to top the table here, going undefeated. It is Ultra Violence. They currently sit at 2-0 with wins against Brug Deluxe and Gold Dust. They are hoping that they can pull it off, but New York Slice stands in their way. Who will win? Let us find out. We have New York Slice, the yellow pizza bot, taking on Ultra Violence, who's got their wedge set up on, ready for this undercutter robot that they are about to face.
Yeah, definitely an interesting tactic there, using that wedge setup. I think that's going to do them all the good, really, in the world, to keep deflecting that undercutter spinner and maybe draw them into their egg beater. That's the plan, anyway.
Robot is.
This is when the plans
Stand
worked
by.
in Robot Combat.
Exactly. Something about of mice and men?
3,
I don't know.
2, 1. Begin.
Up to speed are both robots. Huge hit there. New York Slice was the better of the two there.
Certainly.
As that front wedge starts to be peeled away.
Oh, definitely so, and that's going to definitely affect the mobility now. As you can see, it sort of beats them up into the air. They're not going to get any hits in with that weapon of theirs, and all they have to do now is get in there and get the good hits in.
There's a count out, and it's all over. New York Slice takes out Ultra Violence.
Very, very, very good win there for New York Slice.
How was that, Rob?
I couldn't have asked for anything better, to be honest.
Scary robot, to be honest.
Yeah, I was very afraid when the fight started, and I thought I'm going to have to spin up as fast as I can. I spun up, and the robot did a 180, and I was like, oh no, my butt is facing it's directly his weapon. Managed to sneak around and go weapon to weapon in the end, and yeah, I think I managed to get his TPU wedge kind of caught up in his weapon, and that's unfortunately kind of what got him stuck. But yeah, that was.
You are riding this adrenaline. I can tell, like you are.
I was very shaky after that. Yeah.
So, where do you go now? What? Like, I would say out of that heat, Ultra Violence was kind of the scariest one out of it. I mean, Gold Dust had that issue earlier in there, but
Yeah.
this is proving to be quite a formidable competitor.
It's when it works well, it's got a really good hit to it. When it works well, getting it to work well consistently is another issue. But I'm really pleased with that fight. I'm glad it did the thing.
What's actually left for you then now? Because you have.
Yeah. So our heat now has a 3-way tie. What that means is I think we're going to go into a melee. together to try and fight
You,
it.
Goldust,
And Ultraviolence, I think we're fighting again, so...
scared about that? Because
Yes.
you're all very powerful, nasty spinners. So,
Absolutely, yeah.
but no, that was spectacular. Very well done.
No, thank you so
You
much.
are, you're quite clearly enamoured with that. That was very
Yeah.
good. Do
It's really good.
you want to say anything else, or are you?
No, I'm going to need some time to decompress, I think.
After those final two tussles, let's take a look at the overall scores for this episode. We're locked down as Ultraviolence, Goldust and New York Slice all finish on 2 points apiece, which means we need a rumble to decide who goes first and second in the heat. So with that, let's take a look at the robots competing in this three-way rumble. New York Slice, the undercutter, has come back strong towards the end of the day. Can they finish on a high, getting through this last rumble? Ultraviolence are going to try and stop them. Their egg beater has been reasonably dominant until that final fight. They got ripped to shreds. Can they get back in time? Goldust, the 10th seeds, they have to be the favourites here still, but they have struggled at times today, being thrown out of the arena. We join all three in the arena now. Entering the arena for our first lockdown battle, we have Goldust, New York Slice and Ultraviolence. Three big spinning robots. Only one of them can come out on top, and then another one of them can come out second top, I guess.
Yeah, this is gonna this is gonna be an interesting one. Three very big, heavy-hitting spinners here. Obviously, Goldust has to be the favourite, see the 10th of the competition. But don't count out New York Slice or Ultraviolence. They're both very scary as well. It's going to be interesting, this one. And we're expecting lots of big hits, lots of sparks, and lots of carnage, and I cannot wait.
I don't think this
Robot
one's
is
going to the judges'
stand
hands.
by.
Nor do I.
3, 2, 1. Begin.
Here we go then, up to speed very quickly as Goldust.
All three
But some
machines
drive
holding back
issues.
there.
Oh! Massive hit from Ultraviolence. New York Slice nearly flew out of the arena. Now Goldust underneath. Ultraviolence. Oh! There goes the first one. So we know which two robots are going through, but in which order. Both are reeling a little bit. Ultraviolence, there's some smoke coming out of it now. It's been called. Goldust, I believe, is going to go through in first place in the heat. Ultraviolence in second. Unlucky to New York Slice, they go out.
Yeah, that was very unfortunate for New York Slice. All three machines did start a little bit tentatively and then said, sod that, mate, let's just all smash each other. New York Slice, unfortunately, came out the worst there, that one ending up in the Utah zone. Fair play to Goldust. They managed to be less knackered at the end, I think, is the technical term there, Jeff.
It is indeed the technical term.
And from a judge's standpoint as well, I'd like to thank the competitors for making that a really easy decision for us.
Did we hit each other? I was avoiding you. I was like, I ain't touching that.
Well, that was cool.
Short but sweet, I think.
Yeah. Rob, what happened?
Chaos. Generally, just trying to remain offensive and attack the other robots. I think I overdid it a little bit. I hit the roof once at least in that fight. That was quite fun, but I think I glanced off of the front of Ultraviolence at one point, which is what caused me to go out. Dave apparently said that the link popped out in that exchange as well, so I'm not too unhappy that the robot was out of harm's way almost at that point. So.
Honestly, there's not that much damage. I lost the weapon belt.
You lost the belt, didn't you?
Which is the first time that's happened in a fight before. So that's not, that's a first for me. But I think everything else is pretty happy.
Cool.
I'm fairly lucky the fight stopped when it did, because obviously Ari was stuck, he couldn't get translate.
Yeah.
I high-centered myself right at the end, so I couldn't drive back to the door. So what could have been, but...
What could have been? That was,
I won the heat!
You won the heat?
Yes!
But at what cost?
But at what cost?
Well, good luck.
Thank you.
Best of luck, Sam.
Thank you.
Yeah,
But-
sorry, Rob. I love New York Pizza Slice. I think your robots are always great.
Thank you.
Sam, you've got a tenacious weapon on that. I think you've got a good chance.
All I can do is put it in there and see what happens. But let's give it a go. That's what
So the heat finally decided. It's Goldust who goes through with the win in the Rumble. Ultraviolence coming second in the Rumble will go through to the play-in matches. Unfortunately, New York Slice and Brug Deluxe are out of the competition, but we have enjoyed having them so much. Goldust and Ultraviolence we will see again later in the series. We look forward to that, and we look forward to seeing you next time when 4 more robots enter the arena. Until then, we hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, do subscribe to the channel. I've been your host, Jevon Woodrow. Bye-bye.